And now to tonight's big interview. Governor Greg Abbott joining us live now from the state capitol. Governor, as always, we do appreciate your time.
We'll start with the latest headline now. The TEA just releasing...
Thank you, Chris. My pleasure.
The TEA just releasing new guidelines for the upcoming school year. What do parents need to know about precautions on campuses? And could these plans change before August?
Well, Lauren, the most important thing for parents to know about is that we're putting public safety first and flexibility second. What I mean by public safety, we want to ensure that when schools open, the safety of children, the safety of parents, the safety of teachers, all will be the primary consideration. With regard to flexibility, that means that there may be sometimes, even perhaps when the school year opens, when it's not going to be possible for children to be able to go to the classroom because of an outbreak of COVID. In that case, it's going to be incumbent upon the school to make sure they have the flexibility for the students to be able to successfully have remote learning opportunities working with the teachers. Those programs are articulated by the TEA, and understand that the TEA has been working for months with superintendents, with educators, to make sure they have a plan that will work for school districts. But we do want to provide school districts with a level of flexibility to make sure that they will be able to provide the appropriate and safe setting for everybody involved in the school.
You know, all summer long, Governor, my wife has been stressing over the fact, should she be school shopping for more clothes or for pajamas? So now at least we have some insight there. On a serious note, though, the TEA says because of your most recent executive order, masks will be mandatory inside school buildings. Would you like to end that order before school starts? And if so, what will it take?
I would love to have that mask order in before school begins. And let me tell you what it would take. Understand the context in which we're talking right now, and that is today, Texas set an all-time record in the number of people testing positive, an all-time record in the number of people who are hospitalized, and an all-time record in the number of deaths. So, Chris, what it's going to take is to turn those numbers around. What we need is for everybody watching this show right now to understand COVID-19 is spreading more dangerously and more rapidly across the state of Texas than it ever has. Anybody can contract it anytime, anywhere in the state of Texas. And so we need everybody to join in on this effort to make sure they are wearing a mask, because the last thing that we want to do is to shut Texas back down. We will not have to shut it down if everyone will follow this very simple rule, and that is just get a mask like this. Wear it. Make sure that you don't get COVID-19 and you don't give it to anybody else.
Governor, yesterday you told another news outlet that some county judges and mayors who want to enact their own stay-at-home orders are the same people who are refusing to enforce your executive orders. Does that include any elected officials here in the Houston area?
So I have received what seemed to be kind of like a form letter from a couple of mayors. One was the Austin mayor, and it seemed very similar to a letter that I received from the Houston mayor. And then some other officials, primarily from the large cities across the state of Texas, that asked for additional shutdown measures, and then asking in the alternative to give them the authority to completely shut down and lock down their jurisdiction for a period of time. And I find that frustrating in this sense. And that is, for most of these officials, I've seen no action whatsoever to enforce the executive orders that are in place. The reason why I emphasize that is these executive orders were established by doctors with the understanding that if they were complied with, it will mean that it will reduce the spread of COVID-19. A quick example is, for many mayors, maybe all of them, I'm unfamiliar with any effort they ever undertook to shut down any bar where there was clear from just an eyeball view that there was a violation of the orders that were in place. But also they are saying, well, we need to reduce the capacity of restaurants and retail centers and things like that. No mayor has sent me any information saying that there's any type of spread of COVID-19 in any of those types of establishments, or that they've taken any effort to close down those types of establishments. Bottom line is, we need better, stronger enforcement. If the current rules are followed and applied, we will not have to shut Texas back down.
Finally, Governor, today we're hearing mounting pressure placed on the Texas GOP to cancel next week's in-person convention in downtown Houston. Mayor Turner brought this up yesterday. The city's top doctor was among those issuing the request today. Do you support the party's plan to move forward?
I know that they continue to look at it, and the facts that we see today contribute to that. And as we may see in the coming days, as we get even closer to the convention, listen, the reality is there will be more people testing positive both in Texas as well as in Houston. There will be more hospitalizations in Houston, and there will be more deaths. And so I think that the party leaders who make the determinations on issues like this, they will continue to weigh all these facts, and we'll see how things progress. But I know that they want to put public safety first. I know that they don't want to compromise the health or safety of anybody, but I also know at the same time they need to find ways in which they're able to conduct the official business that must be conducted by the party.
But if they asked you, Governor, would you tell them to move it to a virtual-only convention?
I would ask that they take into consideration the health and safety of everybody who would be attending, and make sure that they conduct it, whether it be in person or online, in a way that secures and protects the safety and health of everybody.
Governor Greg Abbott, we do appreciate your time, as always, joining us live from our Capitol tonight.